Shop Talk.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Shop Talk. We're here today with Jett from Jett Performance Transmissions. Tell me a little bit about how you got started doing this.
Well, I got started back about 1978 with a guy, and we started building trannies and working in the shop, and just been doing it ever since. So it's a great business, and now I do it out of my home-based business here. So it's worked out really well for us. But we mainly specialize in trucks, performance diesel transmissions, and that's something that we do a lot of.
So, how did you get into that kind of work?
Well, working out here in the country and with the folks that we work with, we mainly do pickups, and as pickups have moved along in time, the transmissions have evolved into more diesel, and that's kind of how we got into the diesel aspects of the transmissions. Manufacturers putting out more diesels. People like the diesels for towing, this type of thing. So when you look at the basic concept of what we serve out here in this community, the diesels just made sense to us, and we specialize in that. That's basically all we do is diesel trucks.
So, like if someone's using it for a work truck, or they are, towing a lot of stuff,
Right.
Is that harder on the transmission?
Oh yeah, absolutely. A lot of stock trannies, with the added power that the diesels put in there. And then, people put programs in the diesels to add more power enhancements to the motors. This puts more demand on the transmission. The transmission doesn't last as long. So, by that happening, we have beef up parts so we can make it last longer and perform better and help with the gas mileage and things like that. So, it all makes sense that, when you're working on these trannies, and you've got to be focused on, making improvements, because, the factory only does so much. And then after the warranty's up, then their trannies seem to go, bad, and then that's where we come into play. Is we beef them up, enhance them. People are out here towing heavier weight with them. They're working them harder. So, it just all makes sense to.
So we've talked a little bit about the work vehicles, the bigger trucks and everything, but do you do
Absolutely.
Autos as well?
Yes, we do autos. We do all types of transmissions, and we do some general repair. Our main goal is to help the customer as they come in the door, no matter what their needs are. So, we can do about anything, really. We have general repair guys on staff, so, we're doing the cars, the water pumps, whatever we need to do. Help folks out.
Yeah. What kind of turnaround can people expect?
Oh, usually we can turn something around in a day to 2 days as a general rule of thumb. I don't try and overbook the work to where, we're running weeks behind. We know people need their vehicles, and that's what's important, that we get them back as quick as we can.
Have there been a lot of technological changes since the early 70s, even in transmissions? You'd think that would be something on a vehicle that would kind of stay the same.
Well, not really. What's happened is the computers, opened up a whole new world of, how the transmission shifts, the pressures it gets, all these types of things are now computer control. When I started in the business, it was vacuum control. And so there's been a big change, more technological change in the trannies. So, it's just, it's important that people realize that these computers play a major role in the engine performance and the transmission performance. And we offer some computer-enhanced abilities there through a guy that we have come out, and he reprograms the computers to help enhance the engine performance and the transmission, put a marriage together per se, for lack of better terms, And this just makes the thing operate a lot more efficiently. And that's what we're after, is higher efficiency, you know, better fuel economies, things like this.
Yeah, so how can someone tell if they're having some problems with a transmission?
Well, normally they can tell by, you know, they're either towing them in because they've just completely quit moving, or they're slipping, or they've lost their gas mileage, or there's check engine lights on. You know, all this, you know, can lead to, you know, a transmission, you know, potential problem. So, you know, people know when they have tranny problems. You know, if they drop it in gear and it doesn't move, then obviously that's an issue. So, and then the shifting, you know, sometimes they're slipping between the shifts, things like this. So, you know, all comes into play. But
so you're a little bit off the road, not a whole lot, but how do people find you?
well, we've been doing this a long time, and you know, it's we've served western Kansas and Kansas basically as a state, and parts of Oklahoma and Nebraska. A lot of our business is word of mouth. You know, people are satisfied with our work. They tell someone else about us. You know, that's how they come in. And we do a little advertising, not much.
Yeah. But tell people exactly where to come if they need you.
Oh, well, I'm out here at 7260 North 135th Street West, Colwich, Kansas.
Yeah.
Right off the Highway 96, 69th and K96. Very easy to find.
All right. Well, Steve,
Thank
thanks
you.
a lot for joining us today.
Okay.
And thank you for joining us on this edition of Shop Talk.